It's basically a shadow work session, and we're gonna talk, we're gonna heal, we're gonna transmute, we're gonna alchemize. I've been sick for the last 3 days. My, as you can hear in my nose, bro. I don't know what I came down with. I'm gonna just say a little quick story of it, just because this is how we rock. This is how we roll. We don't get straight to stuff. We black. You know what I mean? When we go to a cookout and they say that shit is at 4 o'clock, we ain't coming till 5:30. But what we coming with? We coming with the mac and cheese, the baked beans, the black beans, another pair of black beans. We come with it all. You get what I'm saying? But we just don't come on time. All right, but basically, bro, I don't know if I can see snot in my nose, but that was kind of nasty. But what had happened was I went over a friend's house. Like today is Thursday, even though we know Thursday doesn't exist. It's a label. I think it was like Sunday. I went over this dude's house. You know, my bro. Shout out Jace. He might be watching this because he be watching my videos, even though not a lot of people watch my videos. So that's my dude. I have unconditional love for him. Jay, stab me in my back, and I will forever love you. Be with, you know what I'm saying? Be with me, and we get this money together. I'll always love you like that. That's how I rock with my dog, and that's how I rock with everybody. But anyways, because we black, you know what I mean. What was I saying? Yeah, I went over this dude's house. Hadn't seen him in a while. Came back from college. Yada yada yada. Chop it up. We was talking about aliens, UFOs, Juice World's AI, and then I go home. Nigga, the next day I'm fasting, bro. Mind you, I'm like, cause I had just got off a parasitic cleanse. I did 5 days of it, taking these pills and shit. I was popping them yerks, bro. I was high as fuck popping them yerks. Like, I tried to do that little NLE thing, and then it's 5 days off, 5 days back on. So I just tried to cleanse, just try to fast it, so you really starve the parasites. Long story short, I ain't in the fasting. I ate cookies and shit, vegan cookies, of course, but it ain't work out. And bro, I was fasting for that day, and like I kind of felt sick. Like I think my head was hurting, and I want to say I had snot or something else. So I was working out and stuff. And bro, like I remember that night, I think I fell asleep and woke up. And bro, I swear to God, like I wasn't even that hungry, bro. But I was just like, I feel iffy, so I just ate. We had vegan mac and cheese, made a chickpea. Shout out to my mom, Ma Dukes. They say my mom ain't no Ma Dukes. My mom is India forever, my love. She don't look like that, but hey. And I remember, bro, like what had happened. Oh yeah, I ate, and then bro, I like came back in the bed. Like I knew I was sick. I took my temperature. My temperature was like 99. So it said I had a fever. And then, bro, I get under the covers. Nigga, it was so cold. I don't even mean to. Those aren't real curse words, but I still ain't gonna say words like that. It was so cold, bro. I was like shivering. Like I don't know if I had COVID because we took a test. The test said yes, but my mom claimed she did it wrong. But bro, I was shivering, and it's only one other time I've ever had those shivers is when I actually had COVID. So yeah, bro, I'm like, bro, I'm under. If y'all can't tell, this cover is very thick. Feel the material, touch, and then I have another cover, like, and I got these blankets. It's a Falcons blanket, and in this stormtrooper. Shout out whoever bought me this. It's actually cool, even though I've never really been to Star Wars. I know Star Wars tells the truth though, but and I like, bro, I like I'm like under these things and I'm still cold, but like it was weird because I was cold but my body was sweating. Bro, it was so cold. Bro, like and I was trying to like I was watching Millionaires to give advice and shit. Cause I wasn't trying to usually when I get sick, bro, I get lazy and shit. Like my mindset gets lazy. So I just watch TV and not do shit. And I wasn't trying to have that relapse. Cause if y'all don't know the story of how I would fall into my lower self when I would like I'm real big on shadow work, and I feel like I'll overexhaust myself when it comes to it a lot. I haven't really done a lot of it recently, but I would like always just want to heal this, heal this, heal this. Anything like in my mind, it could be a fucking thought, like just a intrusive, arrogant thought, and I just heal it, heal it, heal it. And like if I felt like I could, like if I was like, it's like I would hit a brick wall sometimes, and I wouldn't know what to do, and I would be like, how do I transmute this? I'm trying so many ways. I'll even try new directions, and of course you got to go a new direction to heal whatever it is, and I just get into a point where I'm like, what the fuck? How do I heal it? It's not healing, long story short, I would end up just watching TV, bro, because I felt like a compression of energy of myself wanting to be in such go mode and just run. You get what I'm saying? Think about just running a sprint like a 100-yard dash, and you just hit a fucking wall, or you start to like just something you're trying to get through, but you can't hit through it all the way. I'm thinking of football when I think of this, like trying to run through the linebacker, but this thing is stuck your ass in the dirt, stuck you in the dirt. So, and that's how I would feel, bro. And I would just stop and I watch Ninjago, I watch a regular show, I watch a bitch for 2 days, bro. You know, just not stop. What is this? What relevance does this have to do with my story? I feel like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna like really just make more YouTube videos, just talking. I feel like I'm just impersonating this girl I've been watching for the last 2 days. I'm gonna make a story time. Fuck this. I ain't gonna lie, like, cause I'm in the mood to just make YouTube videos. The universe is blessed. Just we're not gonna say blessed, cause be less. I already knew that, but a dude had brought it to my center of attention. Hold on, real quick. I wanna lock my door so nobody walks in here. This is like the beauty of using a mic. Okay, so I probably should have a better background, but fuck it. Flip it. Um, we're gonna talk about this because y'all are really my only friends. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any friends. These three crystals, another crystal, and where my boy at? Teddy's somewhere. He just doing him. And shout out my boy Jace. Those are my only friends for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed to be in this like isolated state because I get a lot done. But oh, speak of Teddy, he's on the floor. I've been sick, so like he's been sleeping there. But to keep going though, I'm just thinking my background. I'm like, this just looks bad. Would I want to watch someone with this type of background? Because I know the background takes effect of the reality. And this is really bland. So I mean, like, oh my god, I probably shouldn't do that. But we're just gonna make it work for this time. I mean, I could go upstairs. I don't want my sister hearing, and upstairs is right next to there. So I don't know, but check this out though. What I was saying? So, oh yeah, I got sick and yada yada yada. But anyways, damn, I be forgetting what I be wanting to talk about. I feel like I'm really just in a flow state with this one. When I'm editing it, I'm gonna chop it up really good. Oh, we could talk about money. No, we're gonna talk about what I actually initially want to talk about. Insecurity. So like I recently hit something and it's actually evolved in something. So like have you ever, matter of fact, this is like a business thing because I seen it, a dude was talking about this, like a type of insecurity that ended up folding into a problem. So like with a lot of people, I'm gonna tell you the business example. He had defined it in three different ways. Think of light, mid, and heavy. Think of somebody they like it's in their consciousness, but they're not really aware of it, but they kind of are in the way. Mid's where it comes up to them, but they're not really into it heavily. And then heavy, it's their conscious. They're like, this is a problem, this is insecurity, whatever. We got to get it going. Basically, my hair, like if you can see my hair, and a lot of dudes, I like this has been a problem with me a lot, and I know a lot of women face this, and this is facts. I am tempted to cut off my hair because the cut isn't the cut that I want. I want it to keep the back and stuff, and I just wanted like a mid taper. That's actually what I asked for. That was the craziest shit. But he had cut off this to just fade it into like a high taper, and I basically don't like it anymore. It's not that it's a bad haircut. I just when I take my hair out, like it just reminds me of a fucking high top so much. And then like the hair in the back. And I just like want more hair right here. Now before I had a fro, a low tip fade. I didn't really like that one because I just felt like, the mid taper was the best one. And long story short, I feel like this is unfolding into an insecurity because for quite some time now I've been thinking like I don't really like this haircut. I want a better haircut. Like I want something different. And why do I feel this way? I gotta take y'all back. It's a whole story. So back in the 8th grade, 6th grade, going to 8th grade and just evolving into high school, I always I was a good looking dude. If I don't put it on the screen, then that sucks. But I was a good looking dude, and my hair, I always got compliments about my hair. Like I had these little freeform locks at a high top. It was freeform dreads, not to compare to people, but at that time we were comparing. everybody still was growing their stuff out. My hair was already grown out. So it was very longer than a lot of people's and stuff like that. I'm telling you the extroverted mindset as that I had at the time. So with that being said, like, girls at the time, like, how people, the pretty boy thing now. Basically, before that was really a thing, it was like whoever had the longest hair was the coolest, or like it was just whoever wore the best stuff. Like, and of course, evolved into the pretty boy thing, but like it was just stupid, ignorant shit. And basically, what happened was, I had this hair, and I will always feel pressured because I'm gonna tell y'all what I used to do in the 8th and 7th grade before I get into the next thing. I used to always get my hair done like all the time. Like I would literally get it two strand twisted, wear the two strands twist for like 2 to 3 weeks, take them out, have my little fro out. I felt like that was when I was at my peak, my prime. That's how I defined it in myself. But whole time that was actually coming off of insecurities within myself. It should never be an external look that really determines if you are at your so-called peak, your prime, if you're at your best. That should never be eternally evolved into some type of look. It should more so be in my truest to myself, because that is where all your power lies. It lies into an internal divine spiritual power within, which is God itself. You are the divine in human form, experiencing your own experience that you forgot that you were experiencing, but we got to tap back in. That's why we're on this video. So go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. So what I'm basically saying is I always kind of externalize like a look as me being in my prime. Or like you ever got a lot of dopamine, and that means that little high feeling where I feel good, whether it's you getting a new tattoo, or you getting some new Jordans, or you getting some new shoe, or I already said Jordans, you getting some new pants, or you just getting something new, and you feel like that externally is putting you at your best, or when you wear a certain fit that's putting you at your best, or when you have a certain hairstyle and goddess or God, you feeling at your best. We need to stop externalizing these things with a type of self-love that we feel, a fake self-love, a self-sabotaging self-love. And it's self-sabotaging because when you're not in that status and you're not in that state to where this looks like that, this looks like that, you have this and that, you're not that anymore. Or if people drawn away from it, you're not that anymore. Because to be truth be told, we do a lot of the things that we do for external attention. Like, I'm gonna be real with you, I like Balenciagas and shit, but I only really wear them because I've always wanted to. Because when I was in my, I don't want to say lower self, because there is no lower self. I don't have a lower self. I just have energy that was accumulated within me that was not authentic to myself. So me trying to be something I wasn't. That's disembodiment. So what I'm basically saying is I had a pair of Balenciagas that I just recently got, and this goes into the story, by the way. I don't want to make sure I'm getting too off task, but y'all gonna get to know me, so that's really what I do. I flow. I'm a Pisces, so I flow. I had got these Balenciagas, and I basically like I felt really a lot of desire for getting them. I felt a strong desire for getting them, and I didn't know why. I genuinely did not know why. And I'm sorry. I realized that I wanted them so bad because when I was in high school, middle school, like those were the shoes, bro. When I was around a lot of people, and with a lot of people, a lot of these minds, they're very subdusive to the external because that's what they were feeding into in a mental and spiritual level. So that would a mental level, so that took a hold of their spiritual and physical, so where they took form of it and they embodied it. So what the cool thing was wearing Balenci's and wearing purple jeans. I never really was into purple jeans because I always thought they were expensive, but and just kind of stupid. It just got a tag on it, nigga. I will replicate that tag, pen, paper, and with some cardboard. You get what I'm saying? Purple jeans. There you go. Voila. But what I'm saying is, it's like that those were the things. You know what I'm saying? And me seeing these things, I never got to. I had a pair of Balenciagas in high school. I had two pair, but I didn't really like them because they weren't the ones that everybody wore, which was the not triple S's, the tracks, the LED tracks. And I didn't want the LED ones. I just wanted some tracks. And those were always so cool to me. And I had bought these pair of tracks a month ago because I still felt that energy from myself that once was like, felt that shit was so cool. And I realized I was actually embodying that shit. I'm realizing right now, because speaking the truth, I didn't really bring awareness to it when I first got it, because I don't do shadow work too often. I need to do it more, because like I said, I wouldn't be balanced with shadow work. I would just try to go so hard, or try doing nothing at all. And I just got to get to a balanced state, like 3 times out of the week, something like that. We doing, you know what I mean? But yeah, basically, like, I just want to say this, how I just said 3 times out of the week. I feel like I'm still addicted to wanting a life to where I'm unsure of what the fuck I'm finna do. Like, what do I mean by this? Like, I can just turn up and just not, I don't mean this in any parties. I mean, just like, I just do shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even planning. No, like, I just do it. You know what I mean? And like, I'm having fun. Like, I just see myself like with YouTube, just like being around a whole bunch of people, just having fun, just doing paintball stuff, just being a kid, just being ourselves, bro. And like just turning up. Like, I feel like I don't really want to go off a checklist with things. I feel like that's not really where I want my life, or I feel like I feel greater means than just doing stuff. You know what I mean? In a flow state more so, because I feel like having a checklist, like, okay, for example, another insecurity of mine that kind of started to unfold is my teeth are extremely white, and I've been wanting to keep it like that. I always get compliments, and I feel like those compliments have turned it into something like an identity, and something that I feel like has to meet that criteria. Like, that's why I brush my teeth at night so much. Like, it'll be late, and I'll have like this nag within myself to like, go brush your teeth, don't brush your teeth so they don't get yellow. Like, and that'll be the basis of it, because I'm scared of them getting yellow and them not looking as good anymore. And I'm saying this because I feel like always external validation ended up turning me internally into just an extroverted person who withdrawn, like literally, like had to take that shit. Like, think about the umbilical cord to the external. And I'm saying this because I never had balance with that. Like, how do you balance that? How do you not turn into an extrovert? You get what I'm saying? And that really just comes off of being in the basis of yourself, like staying true to your principles, staying true to your energy. Like, you know who you are. You don't have to define who you are. You just know who you are. You have an understanding for who you are. So with that understanding is, you have an understanding of what you like and what you dislike. You have an understanding of why you do things and why you don't do things. You know what I mean? You have an understanding of I am that I am. And that's deeper than anything. So with that type of understanding, you don't want to revert off of that alignment of that energy, because you get what I'm saying, when you get disaligned, that's when other shit happens. So what do I mean by this? By me getting simple compliments, will I disalign from that? No, but I have to check myself mentally and make sure I'm not aligning and letting certain thoughts come in that do not come off of my authentic energy. Maybe a disembodied thought from disembodied energy in myself from when I was an extrovert. Because I'm not even gonna lie, some of my old self energy is still in myself, and I accept it and I love it. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not that I don't love it. I just want myself to understand that I cannot go down that route again, nor do I want to. That extroverted way, that people pleasing way, that nice way, because niceness is deception. That just everybody give me way. Like, that's not I no more. And that's not who I want to become. Like, what do I really want? Honestly, bro, I'll tell you this. Like, what I really want out of everything is, I really just want to be myself. I really just want to live in my own abundance. And what do I mean by that? I want to dance. I want to sing. I want to just be free. And the way I see free is just, I often fantasize about this planet of imagination. I talk about it all the time. And it's just where I create in my imagination and just do the creation, whether it's driving go karts that are made out of candy, or shooting toilet paper at each other, having a war. Just, you get what I'm saying? Just, it was this one game I used to play when I was like 6 or something, and it was like Bowmasters, but they were in the ocean on like tubes and stuff, and they would shoot stuff at each other to try to sink their boats, like stuff like that. I guess it's like Battleship, but I don't know. Like, that's like the type of reality that I really want. And it's just, we all free, and I want people in it. I don't want this just for myself. I want this for everybody. You get what I'm saying? Where we all can do it. And that's often something that I always struggle with was people. I was very much a greedy person and a hateful person at one point. And it's crazy because this one dude I seen on TikTok, he said he never understood why you could hate on somebody. And I'm gonna be real, that emotion of why you're mad at somebody is because they're doing something that you want to do. But you have to alchemize that. You have to have an understanding for yourself that I'm not going to let this low vibrational energy embody myself. I'm not going to embody it more so. Let me say it like that. You must turn that energy into inspiration, bro. Like, that's the biggest thing I learned with HATE. Because I shouldn't say that. It's a real curse word. You have to turn that into something that literally uplifts you and pushes you to be your higher version self that's doing whatever it is that you do. So for example, I have a friend that does dance. He does TikToks and stuff. I want to do TikToks. I'm not even gonna lie. I want to dance and do TikToks. I'm still learning how to dance, but in a weird, it's not even a weird way. Like I can listen to like Thriller or something. In my mind, I can imagine myself doing a whole dance routine like that. Like I'm dancing like Chris Brown or something, like my higher self. Like I'm just, and it's weird because I feel like my astral body, my light body, like my spiritual body is like doing the dances, and I just need to sync it up with my physical because I actually know how to dance. I just, it's weird. I know how to dance, but my physical like isn't synced up with the dance. I bet you're happy right now. I just did that, but yeah, like he does it, and basically what I'm saying is we'll be out. He want me to do a TikTok like 1,000 times, bro. Like, cause he would just, I think he's kind of a perfectionist, and I wouldn't want to do it. Like I'd be like, bro, come on, like, and I feel like that energy was coming off of me wanting to do TikToks instead of sitting back and recording them. And I feel like I did that because I feel like secretly deep down inside I was actually HATing on him. And I feel like I was doing that because I know I want to dance. And that was always the result of what I would do, like when somebody did something that I wasn't doing or that I wanted to do, where I would just result in the HATing on them because I felt like that was easier. I didn't even feel like there was an option. I just felt like that's just always what I reverted to. And if I had to do shadow work and go back on it, I just feel like, I'm gonna be real with you. Even though I wasn't conscious of it at the time, in the sixth grade, a lot of kids HAT'd on me. Like a lot of them. Um, when I first came to the school, believe it or not, I had got little like, have you ever been in like high school, middle school, and like, that new boy just comes in and all the girls like him? That was me. That was the first sign of me losing myself. I'ma just say that now. And I was this new boy, and I looked so good, and I was just myself. And um I remember the next day I came to school after the first day I wore the same stuff, and everybody just started roasting me and stuff like that. I'm sorry, I gotta pause this. Just pause. I'm kind of thinking like I think I always kind of HAT'd on people. Like now that I think about it, like I remember being in kindergarten and a girl wanted to get Mario Kart, and I wanted Mario Kart, and I feel like I always had this competitive mindset. I think that's really where my HAT really came from, like that energy. I always looked at things as if only one could survive. Like I was in a scarcity mindset instead of an abundant heaven mindset. And with that being said, like that, I think that's really the root cause of why I always HAT'd on people, was because I always looked at it as it can only be a few or only these many people can do it. Because growing up, of course, everybody couldn't be the star wide receiver. Everybody couldn't be, this and that. And I often looked at external attention as it can only be one person doing it, or only these people will give these people attention and yada yada yada. Like when I was in Houston, nobody really knew me, bro. Like I was really like kind of quiet, but I wasn't at the same time. I was my true self, but I'm loud in energy. I'm not loud like ah! I'm not loud like that. So I remember coming here, like I changed that. Like that shit just changed. I was starting to be loud and stuff. I started to do things that I wouldn't do just for attention. Led to the downfall of moi, but it's okay. But what I'm saying is like, yeah, the whole reason I feel like I HAT'd on people is because I was in a scarcity mindset of basically feeling like only one person can do it or not everybody can do it. And that really killed me. And how can I heal this now? You know what I'm saying? How can I transition? How can I make it into something positive? I must accept that I did that. And I do accept that I did that. I only HAT'd on people because I felt like only one person can do it, or it was a situation where only one person could actually do it. You get what I'm saying? And that is sometimes like what actually happens. Only one person can actually be the actor. Only one person can get the role. Only one person can be the receiver. You get what I'm saying? Only one person get this and that. And I also feel like inside because of attention. Like I would see somebody got a girl's attention, and I would like that would really invade me because I was still in a scarcity mindset. Like, oh, she likes him now, or oh, he gets her. I looked at it like that instead of like we could all be friends, we could all love each other, we could all empower each other. Just because they're all clapping because he did this dance move or he did that doesn't mean they couldn't do the same for me. Not even looking at it as a selfish perspective, as a perspective where it's like we all can eat, we all can have fun, and not thriving off the external attention because that's what I thrived off of. I would get jealous if I seen somebody getting all the attention when I wanted it. And I always wanted the attention because I was unsettled with not having attention. And I think that this is what this long moment of solitude, because I haven't, I don't have any friends or anything, is what the divine and the universe is putting me in to learn from. Like, be okay with not having attention. Be okay with not everybody being in your face. Be okay with it just being you, and become the source of love. Become the source of what you can so-called call that fake attention. No, transmute into some divine. You get what I'm saying? And stack your energy and flow it into something that was way more empowering than that could ever be. Not to diss them, but like a real self-love as the sovereign being that I am. And that's really what the universe is teaching me right now, and I love it. And I'm thankful that I just did this little shadow session, shadow work. Y'all see how I broke it down though? Like you gotta go into that subconscious. But I feel like I just released something, and it's getting me a step closer to my divine purpose. So my phone is actually on 10%. We're gonna leave it at this. If you really did and tune and watch, Jace, I love you, bro. Send me your cash app. I'll send you $10 right now. I swear to God. And yeah, man, you know, this is something special. Let's keep it up, okay? Signing off.